Good evening, everyone. Phil here. Welcome to the Daily Wrap. Today was Saturday, the 21st of October, 2023. Today was a pretty darn good streaming day, if I do say so. Great gaming, great progress, great fun, and both games that I played today, both new releases, actually improved upon their premiere streams, in my opinion. You know, yesterday I played Spider-Man 2 on my first stream, and about 2 to 2.5 hours of that stream was literally introduction and cinematic story, while the last half hour was pretty much a little bit of open world exploration and kind of getting into the meat of what the game was, and then we ran out of time. Yesterday, when we played Super Mario Bros. Wonder for 2 hours on the late stream, we got a first glimpse of what the game would be, but the first world was pretty simple, I would say. Not much challenge, and, you know, it introduced some new elements, for example, the new elephant power-up. But that's pretty much where it kind of left off. After 2 hours, we had beaten the first world, and I was pleased, but I was like, you know, I like it. I don't know if I love it, but it's pretty good so far. Today, I'm very happy to report both games significantly improved upon themselves as I got further into them past the intro segments, essentially. Okay? First of all, on today's Level 1 podcast, I talked about my initial impressions about each game, and there was some news stories to cover. Yes, for the first time in ages, there was actually some news to cover, which was nice. So I enjoyed doing that, and then we went right into more Super Mario Bros. Wonder. So today I was starting off in the hub area. It's called the Petal Isles. It's like these islands in between all the major worlds, kind of like the hub where all the major worlds connect in the game. But someone had told me last night you had missed out on a secret exit to a stage. I was like, oh, I should go back and try to find that. So we went back and we found it, and lo and behold, not only was it a secret exit, it led into a whole series of hidden content, like 3 hidden stages that I had missed before, and after completing them, it actually warped me to Special World, which in my opinion is very similar to, say, like Star World in Super Mario World on the SNES, and it was really cool, really challenging stage in that world to complete, and then we went back and basically headed into the second world, and immediately the game started throwing new elements at me, like ice blocks and sliding platforms, a new power-up called the Bubble Flower, as opposed to the Fire Flower. Now you're shooting bubbles at enemies, which has different properties. The game had so many new elements introduced today, tons of new enemies, tons of new platforming elements. The game really opened up today, and by the end of today's stream, we got almost to the end of World 2. Okay, we're right there. We got a couple more stages and we're going to beat it. And I was like, wow, now let's take a look. That's 5 hours of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. In 5 hours, I've been blown away by fun new gameplay elements, really good graphics, everything great. Literally haven't really been bored at all. Maybe the first stage or two when it was very basic. But since then, ever since today's stream, the entire 3 hours was super duper fun, productive. I was singing. I was enjoying everything I was doing. Very fun game with all these new elements and things. And I'm thinking to myself, so directly compare that with its competition. By the time I was at hour 5 of Sonic Superstars, we were literally on the final world, and the entire last 40 minutes of that playthrough was an insanely tedious, annoying boss fight. So 5 hours into Mario, and I am blown away. Tons of new elements. We're only just getting to the end of World 2. 5 hours into Sonic Superstars, we're at the end of the game, and the game is essentially a huge letdown. Yeah, it's like not even a comparison. This game is incredibly good and just makes Sonic Superstars look like trash, okay? I had a ton of fun with this game today. I hope you'll check out the playthrough if you haven't yet. These parts are very interesting. Every part introduces something new and fun, okay? Then on tonight's late stream, it was a continuation of Marvel Spider-Man 2, and unlike yesterday's stream, it was a lot of open world exploration. We unlocked many different side content storylines, which is excellent. Each character, Miles and Peter, have their own unique side storylines that they follow, and if you do those, they actually unlock new things for those characters, but also give you more additional plot. Like, for example, tonight, and I won't spoil, there was a plot line with Peter that actually followed up on events from the original Marvel Spider-Man game, basically continuing on one of his plot lines that was kind of unresolved. I was like, oh, this is neat. Now it has nothing to do with Miles. So it's his own plot line. If you'd played the first game, it's really neat to get that follow-up. Same thing with Miles. Miles had a follow-up mission where from his DLC expansion. It was a character from there. And I was like, wow, this is neat that they have their own stuff. Also, both Spider-Men are starting to feel a lot more unique. You know, Miles is going more towards his electrical powers, while Peter is leveling up his metal arms of his spider suit. We unlocked a few more suits tonight. Lots of random occurrence, lots of crimes solved, lots of photos taken, other things in the open world now unlocked as things you can do in various areas. The only thing right now that I really give as a criticism, and by the way, a lot of people have been complaining about bugs and stuff. I've really not run into any bugs. I think there was one where there was a floating Molotov cocktail that's stuck in the air. But outside of that, like nothing significant 5 hours in, so maybe I'm just lucky. But if anything, the one criticism that I have of the game so far, we're 5 hours in and there is zero fast travel yet. You need to do a significant amount of side content grinding in each area of the map to unlock the ability to fast travel to it. Some parts of the map were like this close, but haven't hit it just yet. So there is some traversal that needs to basically be done to get around the city, and that adds a little bit of time killing. However, being that right now we're in the process of discovering so much in New York City, and everywhere we go there's new missions and new things to do, it's not boring. I can definitely see if we don't get fast travel unlocked, say 10 hours in, you're going to start to feel tedious swinging around this city and the same things. You know what I mean? Like, you're just going to want to be able to teleport close to where you want to go, not have to constantly be using the traversal. Not to say the traversal is boring. It's fast, especially with the wingsuit now. You can go across the water and everything like you're freaking Superman. But, yeah, I want to fast travel, and we haven't gotten there yet. All right, but tonight, seriously, plot got even better. We did a major story mission, side quest for each character, unlocked a bunch of new upgrades and things. Graphics are remaining outstanding. We were at top of Avengers Tower, and we looked down onto the virtual New York City, and we were like, oh my god, it looks so cool and so well rendered, and the lighting's great. And we're like, wow, PS5 is really doing a great job with this game. You can tell they put a ton of effort into refining this on PS5. So, again, amazing stream. The game got much better tonight. Today was a much better gameplay day on both games than actual premiere day. So what I'll say is this. First of all, if you watch these games on premiere day, thank you. But if you watch them and you're like, man, they're good, but I'm not really blown away yet, I would strongly recommend, at the very least, watch today's gameplay. This was, I feel, much better representation of what these games are going to be in the long run, and man, they improved, okay? So, give it a look. And for those who were live on the streams, thank you so much. Everyone was engaged. Incredibly supportive day. Support was really good today. So again, I have to really ask the question, because I don't think there's really a definitive answer. What happened yesterday? Yesterday was premiere day, the big day when I started playing both games, and support was actually slower than a normal Friday. Some of the feedback I got today was, well, you see, you really got people used to Friday night fights on Fridays. So because people are so used to Street Fighter and you didn't do Street Fighter, people didn't show up in support. And I'm like, okay, I get that. The Street Fighter crowd didn't show up. But I don't think that's the case. I just think it was just a one-off night. Because today was completely the opposite. Today people showed up in droves and they all wanted to support. And I really appreciated that, It wasn't like I was worried yesterday. I told you. It was an oddity that I played 2 new games and the support was so low on the streams, both of them. Today made up for it, more than made up for it. I was like, well, so again, was it just a one-off day? Yeah, it was probably just a single situation. Don't ask me what caused it. I have no idea. Today, I'm playing this exact same games, and everything's back to normal, if not exceeding, what a normal day would be. So, thank you for that, okay? Now, here's the thing. Tomorrow, we're doing something completely different. Tomorrow, we are interrupting this pattern of new releases. So, for those who've been liking the games, thanks. Get caught up. But we're not doing them tomorrow, okay? Here's what's up tomorrow. On Sunday, the 22nd, we got my podcast in the morning, as usual. Then we're going to jump over to the DSP Reacts channel, which is youtube.com/@DSPReacts. And on that channel, it's going to be time for my React show. And this week, once again, it looks like we have a lot of Halloween and horror-themed suggestions, which I'm very excited to watch. I've really enjoyed the React show this entire month because of all the horror-themed stuff that we've done together. I really liked it. So, hopefully, we can keep that up tomorrow. It'll be a good show. Tomorrow night, we're going to do Street Fighter 6 World Tour Mode yet again. We resumed this playthrough many days ago. What was it? Tuesday? And when we did it, we made great progress. We're at chapter 13-4, and I ended up doing some really good gameplay with this Dalsim hybrid style that I'm using with my character, and we are close to the end at this point. It actually ends at chapter 15 as the final chapter. So maybe 1 or 2 more night streams, and we'll actually beat the story mode of Street Fighter 6, which I've wanted to finish. We're 15 hours into it. I wanted to finish this thing, since I started it back in June, and we just never got around to it. I say, let's just do it. Let's just do something to break up the new releases. Let's play this on Sunday night. Let's see how far we get. If we need another stream of it, we'll do it in the future, but let's just do this one off. If you like relaxing, you like interaction, that's what this stream is going to be, so I hope you'll join me for that. But then, for the rest of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we absolutely will be playing the new releases. Monday will be Spider-Man and Mario. Tuesday will be Mario and Spider-Man. Wednesday, I'm leaving open, depending on what we want to play more of. And we'll go from there. But there's going to be tons of the new release content Monday, Tuesday. All right, everyone? So thank you all. Great streaming day. I really, really enjoyed the gameplay today. Again, I urge you, if you have not, caught up on the videos, or if you did catch up on them, but you were like, nah, I'm not sold, watch today's new videos. These really represented the games I feel much better. I think the games got better today. I'm actually very much looking forward to continuing these playthroughs on Monday, and I hope you will enjoy. And by the way, one final thing. Please engage with the videos if you're watching them on demand on YouTube. Liking those videos if you enjoy them and leaving comments on them, please. I know it sounds silly, but if you just simply watch the video and you click like and you leave a comment that says, hey, I like this video, or, hey, Phil, just want to help you out, that helps me out a lot. Most people don't do it, man. I mean, perfect example, part 1 of Spider-Man. Thousands of views, 50 likes. If I got hundreds of likes on a video, it would hit the algorithm. But people don't bother doing it. You know, a lot of people like to watch, or they like to watch, but they don't like to like. As they say. Comments, oh my God. Absolutely, comments could be way better, you know. So if you could help me out with that, I would really appreciate it. It would help the channel, okay? Especially these bigger playthroughs right now. These are the big ones that could definitely get more attention on the channel if you could do that for me. All right, guys, that is it for tonight. I'm looking forward to the React Show. I got to get out of here because I got to set up the playlist and everything for tomorrow's React Show. So thank you all. Have a good night. Thanks for a great streaming day. See you in the morning. Peace out.